What is up, guys? It is TheCitrusPanda here today, and today I'm coming at you with a review for episode 4 of season 2 of Haikyuu. Let's do this. Lots of new things introduced in this episode that I actually have written down on a piece of paper here because, one, I'm probably going to say them wrong, but two, I just need to basically outline some of the high schools that are going to be at this training tournament thing, and it'll be easier if I have them written down rather than just referring to them as a team. I can give you the name and everything. So basically it starts out where they are getting off the bus in Tokyo, but who's not there? Our favorite boy Hinata and our good setter Kageyama. So that's a problem. You know, you got like two of your star players and they're not there. So what happened to them? Well, apparently they actually failed one of their exams each. Like each of them failed one. And what's actually pretty funny is that Hinata, I was gonna say Haikyuu, but Hinata failed his because he did the apparently had all the right answers, but he was one bubble off during the answers, so he failed the test. And apparently the teacher didn't care. So I don't know. Like if you know what I'm talking about, then you know it's really funny because that's like the biggest mess up you can do on a multiple choice test, especially a huge one. It's like, say that you are on number 5 and you skip number 5 because you don't know what it is and you don't fill it in, and then you go to the next question and number 6 and you fill in the answer like it was A, but you put it in number 5 and now you're all wrong across the board. So why you should always check your numbers on multiple choice tests, Hinata. Kageyama apparently just failed his, I think it was his English one or something because it was more comprehension and he studied memorization. Anyhow, they failed, but Savior Tanaka's sister, I don't know what her name is, apparently picked them up in the van after they did some, like, supplementary exams or something, like extra exams. They did that. She picked them up, took them to the thing. Prior to them actually getting them to the practice thing in Tokyo, they were actually getting beaten. They got beaten, I think they had 9 sets, and they lost 8 of them, and then they won the one that they were there. And I don't know if they played more after that, but I remember them at one point in the episode saying that they had played 9 and they only won 1 of them. So kind of like the Saviors coming in. But apparently Tanaka's sister also knew the little giant, like they went to school together, which was kind of cool, and there may be something going on there, but I don't know. We'll have to see as the show goes on if there's anything like that. Now, there are a bunch of schools, and I'm going to run through them. But if my pronunciation is bad, I'm not Japanese, so blame me being born in America. We got Ubagaya. They are known for their serves, so, like, their servings. They dishing out servings of food. Their serves are really, really good, so, just getting the ball over the other side and actually being able to receive it takes some skill, so that's pretty good. We got Shinzen, which is, they're known for their combos. They're known for their combos, which basically means that, like, maybe, like, one of them isn't, like, this guy that can come up and hit him really hard, but it's like, you know, hit him, you know, it's like a hit, score, rather than, like, a hit, score. So that's pretty cool. I like them. Nakoma, we already knew, because they're not really a new school. We knew them from last season. Apparently they're known for their counterattacks or something, like keeping the ball in play while waiting for a counterattack, which kind of makes sense. And then we got I added in Fukuradani, Fuko. I can't actually read my own writing, so I just got wrecked. But they have a star player in the form of that spiky gray-haired dude. I can't think of his name. I don't even know if I think they mentioned it one time in the episode, but I think he'll be able, like, as the show goes on, I think they'll, like, say his name more, and he'll be more of a component, but he's pretty cool. But at the end of the day, the big takeaway from this is that there's a big new character, and his name is Haibu Levo, who I can only assume is named Haiba Lev, but, like, it's, like, pronounced that way because, like, Japanese, like, and how you pronounce, like, people's names. And, he's the guy I was talking about. This is where I got to in the manga, where they meet the Russian kid. He's half Russian, half Japanese. And, whenever Hinata actually meets him, it's kind of funny because, you know, like, he's, like, so tall. Apparently he's actually, I did the math, guys, 194 centimeters is, like, 6'4", approximately. Pretty big, even for, like, Western standards. And in Japan, like, that's really big because people in Japan aren't that tall. People in Asia in general, I think. I don't want to be stereotypical here, but I'm pretty sure statistics show that they're shorter over there. So he's huge. He's, like, really tall. Probably the tallest character in the show. I don't know. But, he's got some Western blood in him, apparently. Well, I don't know if you can call... Russia is, like, half West, half East. But Alright, you might have just seen the camera move slightly in a direction. That's mostly because I can only record maybe like 5 minutes at best at a time, and sometimes I accidentally record more than that. Like, I finished the review completely, and I noticed that only like 5 minutes and 30 seconds recorded, so I'm going to have to redo the last part of this review. But if you ever see my camera moving around in my reviews, that's basically why. I have to do it in segments because there's not enough space on my phone. Back into it, guys. Alright, so we were talking about Haikyuu before, and in general, he's a character that wants to become the ace for Nekoma, which should be interesting to see how that pans out. And Hinata does kind of go into the fact that, can you be the ace? Aren't you a middle blocker? And I thought this was interesting, because, you know, there's a general consensus that some things you have to be something to do something in life, or whatever, you know, but at the end of the day, you really just have to, you know, be good at whatever you're doing. If that makes sense. Like, okay, so his argument, Haikyuu over here, he's like, well, if I score the most points, then I'm the ace, right? And, you know, I can't argue with that, son, you know. It makes sense. Like, if you are good at something, then you're simply, you know, going to be the... Basically, if you score the most points on your team, and you're the best player on your team, it doesn't matter what position you play, you're the ace. So maybe that will get to Hinata's head, or not really get to his head, but kind of like inspire him to maybe step up to the plate, become more of an ace for Karasuno as the show progresses, and maybe after the third year's leave, if the show goes on after that, you know, maybe he will step up and eventually be the ace. But I don't know, anything could happen. A thing to note towards the end of this episode is that the coaches, both in Nekoma's and Karasuno, were saying that, well, you know, our team is good. Karasuno is a good team. But, like, what are we going to do to make it a great team? A fantastic team. Not even a great one, a fantastic team. Because, like, I mean, they're good, but they got pretty far into the inner high preliminaries not last year, but last time. And they, you know, they were pretty impressive. They weren't bad. They were pretty good, but they got beaten by Saijo. So, but if they kept playing at the state they are right now, they would be a good team. But they would never get any farther. They'd probably just keep showing up, doing really good in the tournament, but then losing. But they don't want to do that. They want to win. Nekoma's coach was, you know, kind of thinking to himself, well, we got new blood. We got this Russian kid. He's going hard in the paint. He's doing, like, crazy stuff. But he's a pretty good player. We maybe replaced a weaker link on the team. But, you know, he's looking at Karasuno, and they're, you know, are they trying to go for stability? Or maybe they're going for evolution. You know, that's what he said. And I think it's more of the evolution standpoint where, you know, I don't know if there's going to be any more main characters introduced in the Karasuno team. I don't think there will be. I think it's pretty set in stone. I think it might change if, like, once the third years graduate, there has to be more players, so that would make sense. But in general, I think it's going to stay the same, and I think they're going to find out more strengths and weaknesses about each other and just become a better team with each other rather than getting any new players. And I think that's a pretty cool thing to look forward to in these next couple of episodes, or really the rest of the season, guys. It will be really interesting to see how it goes. Until next time, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It came out on Crunchyroll like 30 or 40 minutes late, but we got to watch it, guys. Until next time, see ya.